Hi everyone, my name is Adeline. I've been with AIMS for the last 5 years. I personally assisted over 500 families with their immigration moves, and today I will be sharing more on how you can get residency in the UK. From the property presentation that we have heard earlier on, you'll notice that the location of the property is quite near to a few premium schools. So I think a student visa is something that a lot of people will want to know about. And getting a student visa to the UK is not difficult, but there are still some criteria that you will have to meet. So number one, the applicant needs to have an enrollment offer from the school first. So they call it a confirmation of acceptance for studies, which is a CAS. It's a very commonly used term for study visas. So basically what happens is our clients, you have to find your ideal university or education institution that you want to study in. There are 1,152 education institutions in UK that you can apply to, and having an enrollment offer from any one of those institutions will make you eligible for a student visa. The application time is extremely fast. The results actually they can come up in as fast as 1 day if you pay for their premium processing. But if not, it only takes a maximum of about 3 weeks, which is still one of the fastest processing times when it comes to different country migration processing. So UK is very efficient. When you get your when you get your student enrollment offer, you will need to get a student visa within 6 months of getting this confirmation. So for example, you paid the admission and got your enrollment in January, you need to make sure that you apply for your student visa before July. If not, you will have to enroll all over again. So you have to take note of that. One good thing about the UK student visa for all ages, you have to be above 18, okay, is that you will have working rights. So many a times clients, they are looking to expand their education, they are looking to get foreign work experience in countries, especially in London. Then that's where they look to applying for a student visa, because when you are having vacations, you can actually work full-time in UK. But when you are having your school term, you are still allowed to work, but only on a part-time basis. And many UK universities also offer on-site university positions in their schools. So this is something that will help a lot of people's resumes in the near future. Depending on the duration of your study, that would be the length of your student visa. So if your course for maybe a PGD, a postgraduate diploma, or maybe a bachelor's degree is 3 to 4 years, then that will be how long your student visa is valid for. But of course, plus minus for you to settle down. So usually you are given an additional week before your school commences. So it's quite a comfortable period of time that you have. And in the event you want to further that particular study that you are doing, maybe take on an additional module or do a continuation to the study, you can definitely apply for extension for this student visa. So one more good thing about having the working rights is that when you have a good record with the companies that you're working for, you can then potentially get them to give you a sponsorship letter for a work visa as well. So a work visa is what we are going to be talking about next. Okay. When it comes to a work visa, there are two kinds. There is one that you work for a completely new company, and there's also one that you do an inter-transfer. So for example, AIMS in Singapore, if we had AIMS in London as well, I can get a work visa by working under the same company, just that we are at a different branch. I can also get a work visa for working for a brand new company. So the only thing that you have to make sure that you have would be number one, a letter of sponsorship from the hiring company. The companies usually have to prove that they cannot find a suitable local in UK to fulfill that position. Therefore, they will be hiring you. And another thing is the minimum salary criteria. You will need to be earning at least £30,000 a year in order to qualify for this working visa. The best thing about the working visa is if you have been holding on to this visa and living in UK for at least 5 years, you are eligible to then apply for the UK permanent residency, which is what they call the indefinite leave to remain. So this is in fact one of the very attractive things that's the reason why people choose to work in the UK and pursue opportunities over there. The work visa is also processed in a very short period of time, slightly longer than the student visa, but you can still get your outcome probably in 8 weeks maximum. So processing wise for UK, like I said, it's very efficient and very fast. So if you are not looking to study and you are not looking to work, but you have ideas, if you're an experienced business person or if you are an entrepreneur, you can always go for the startup or the innovator visa. So these two visas are to do with having a business in the UK. The only difference is if you can start your business with a lower budget, anything lower than £50,000, then you can start off with the startup visa first because there is no minimum capital investment criteria. So even something as minimal like 10 to 20,000 pounds can get you a startup visa. But the only thing about these two visas is that you will need to get endorsement by government approved bodies. So how it works is that, for example, if you were to apply for a startup visa, you must have a very solid business plan. And this is where AIMS comes in to help you because we need to tidy up the business plan. We need to make sure that it reflects what the government is looking for, which is to hire local people in UK and to contribute to the society. So that is for the startup visa. But if you have a business idea that you are going to invest at least £50,000 into, then you can dive straight into the innovator visa. So what is the difference between having a startup visa first or an innovator visa first is that the innovator visa leads you to a PR in a faster period of time. Whereas the startup visa, when you get the startup visa, you have to convert it to an innovator visa after 2 years. And then after that, you convert it to a PR. So the route to your PR is a little bit longer. And most of the times when clients embark on these immigration programs, we always want to look long term to make sure that you have at least some kind of permanent place in the country so that all your efforts, like even study or work or business, do not go to waste. So this, our end goal is always to make sure that you have at least a permanent residency in the country. Now for investors, the investor migration stream is currently one of in fact, it is the most popular immigration stream for UK in AIMS right now. Most of our clients, they go through this tier one investor stream because it's very straightforward. Basically, £2,000 in government approved fund houses or even just in 100% capital guaranteed government bonds will get you an investor visa that allows you to live in the UK as well. Again, very quick processing time, and you can definitely apply for your PR after 5 years. Now, this 5 years that you can get, these 5 years that you spend in order to get your PR can be shortened if you put in a bigger quantum, for example, 5 million or 10 million pounds. So if you go for 5 million or 10 million pounds, your waiting time can be as short as 2 years to get your UK PR, which is quite a worthy investment as well, because again, like I said, it is capital guaranteed, it is with the government. So again, having all these residency visas, yes, they do have a pathway to PR, which is good enough for most of us actually. But the one thing that you are also eligible for would be to apply for a UK passport, which according to Passport Index 2020, the British passport ranks number 2 in the entire world. So it's a very, very strong passport. And in order to get the British passport, you just need to hold on to your PR status for at least 12 months. So again, it is not a super long wait. It is definitely achievable in the very, very near future. And having a second passport, or for those who are considering to replace their current citizenship, the UK is definitely a very good choice, very strong choice, and it is something that offers a lot of assurance to a lot of our clients. So I hope that in a nutshell, all this information that I have shared will help most of you to make your decisions about what kind of visas you want to apply for. But if you do have other scenarios that you want to ask me about, or if you have some questions about immigration that you want to know of, you can connect with me via WhatsApp, via WeChat. You just need to scan the QR code, and then you'll be able to leave me a message, and I'll respond to you as soon as I can. So anything immigration related, we will be able to help. At AIMS, we don't charge our clients for consultancy because we always believe that we must have an assured application route for you before we take any fees from our clients. So we are most happy to answer any questions or draft out any immigration plans for you, so that you have a clearer pathway and know what you want to apply for right now or in the near future. Right. So I have come to the end of my presentation.
Thank you, Adeline. So can we check how is the demand for UK immigration nowadays, and how is it safe for Asian residents?
The demand for immigration to UK has always been on the rise, especially from all our clients from different offices in Asia Pacific. I think most people choose UK as an immigration destination because of the university opportunities for children, investment opportunities, as well as work opportunities. So, because AIMS is headquartered in Singapore, so 90% of our clients are Asians. And when we ask our clients, oh, there are so many countries for you to choose, and then why would you choose UK? A lot of them tell us it's because of the population of Asians that are already in the UK that makes them feel comfortable, and also because they hear from friends and family that it's a safe place to be, with good opportunities. So UK immigration, like I said, has always been one of the top choices for many people. One thing that you might want to look out for in the coming year is the skilled worker program that will be coming back. So I'm very sure that our demand for UK immigration in Singapore, in Indonesia, in Vietnam, in Hong Kong, in Macau, will definitely double, and we are definitely looking forward to that. Aside from that, COVID did not implicate any of the application. Unlike some of the other countries who have suspended immigration programs because of COVID, UK did not do any of that. So that is definitely very assuring for us and for our clients.
Can we just find out how does getting a visa or UK residency helps with property investment?
When it comes to property investment, having a permanent residency or a British citizenship will help you in the sense that you have that small saving when it comes to the foreign levy. So if I understand correctly from my clients and from what I read up, foreign investors, they always have to pay that little bit extra, 3 to 5% as a foreign levy. But again, if you are a local PR or citizen, then you don't have to pay that foreign levy. So that, I would think that based on the property prices, 3 to 5% is definitely quite an amount that